Mark Williams. Mark Williams stands as one of snooker's most respected champions, with a career full of landmark wins, big moments, and lasting influence. Known as the Welsh potting machine, he's secured 3 world championship titles and earned a spot among the sport's legends. Williams hasn't just racked up trophies, he's changed how fans and players see the game, showing that skill and determination can overcome even the toughest setbacks. Off the table, Williams keeps things grounded. He's built a strong family life with his wife Joanne and their 3 sons, while maintaining a down-to-earth lifestyle despite an estimated net worth of around £7.1 million as of 2025. Whether it's his early days growing up in Wales or his recent runs into snooker finals at age 50, Williams continues to show why he remains a key figure in the sport today. This post takes a closer look at what makes his story so compelling, from achievements in personal life to how he keeps inspiring a new generation of snooker fans. Early life and background. Mark Williams's story begins in the small Welsh village of Coombe, nestled deep in the valleys of South Wales. This quiet setting shaped much of his determined and straightforward personality. Long before the trophies in televised matches, Williams was just a boy growing up in a close-knit community, surrounded by rolling green hills and family support that planted the seeds for his snooker journey. Childhood in Coombe, Wales. Williams was born on March 21, 1975, in Coombe, Ebbw Vale, a place proud of its mining roots and strong family ties. Life in Coombe wasn't lavish, but it taught Williams the value of hard work and persistence. His family lived modestly, and local traditions around sport played a big part in daily life. For many boys in Wales, football or rugby would be the sport of choice, but Williams found a different passion. Entry into snooker. Williams first picked up a cue at the age of 7. His father, a keen amateur player himself, introduced young Mark to the game at their local club. What started as simple attempts to pot a few balls quickly grew into marathon practice sessions. Even as a child, Williams showed patience and focus, rare traits for someone his age. The village snooker hall soon became Williams's second home. He lost track of hours as he fine-tuned his aim, watched older players, and quietly learned from every missed shot. Family and neighbors took notice. They'd often gather to watch the young talent make shots that many adults could only dream of pulling off. Family influence and early encouragement. Williams's father, Dilwyn, played a huge part in Mark's love of snooker. Rather than force Mark into the sport, he supported him with encouragement and steady guidance. Their fathersome trips to tournaments and club matches built a foundation that lasted throughout Williams's career. Support at home. Mark's parents made sure he never lacked chalk, a clean cue, or a ride to the nearest club. Positive pressure. While they championed his achievements, they let him find his own drive and joy in the sport. Shaping a future champion. Williams rapidly outgrew the local scene. By his early teens, he was already competing alongside seasoned adults. His quick, no-fuss playing style set him apart. Mark's quiet confidence and ability to handle pressure made it clear this was no ordinary young talent. He racked up junior tournament wins across Wales, building a reputation as a player who blended raw skill with steely resolve. The snooker world began to take notice, and for those close to him in Coombe, there was no doubt, Mark Williams was on a path to something special. Family and personal life. Away from the spotlight, Mark Williams's family life gives him balance and perspective. While snooker fills his schedule with pressure and travel, home remains his anchor. Williams's marriage, children, and love for simple pleasures show a softer side of the champion, a side that fuels his success. Marriage to Joanne Williams. Mark's relationship with Joanne Williams stretches back more than 2 decades. The two first met during a holiday in Malta, a story that fits their easygoing personalities. Though Mark grew up in the Welsh valleys and Joanne comes from Hartlepool, they built a strong partnership. After a decade-long engagement, they were married in 2011. Joanne is a fixture at Williams's biggest moments, cheering him on at World Championship finals and sharing in his wins and losses. She isn't just the support behind the scenes. Joanne is vocal in championing Mark's achievements and calling out the snooker world when she thinks he's overlooked. Even as she keeps a low profile, she's made her mark as a business owner, running her own travel firm, and shares glimpses of family adventures on social media. Dad to 3 sons. Family comes first for Mark. He and Joanne have 3 sons, Connor, Kyan, and Joel. If you've watched a big snooker final, you've likely seen the Williams boys at their dad's side, never shy with their support. Each son takes after Mark in their own way. Connor shows a strong interest in snooker but also has his sights on joining the army. Kyan sometimes joins Mark for practice and even appears in televised sessions. Joel competes in junior snooker events and traveled worldwide for tournaments, even gaining attention in China. Interests outside the snooker table. When Mark's not chalking his cue, he carves out time for his other passions. Poker is a favorite pastime, providing the same blend of nerves and strategy as championship snooker, but among friends and without the glare of TV cameras. Mark also enjoys golf, trading the snooker table for fairways and greens. These hobbies help him unwind and keep things in perspective. Williams isn't one to chase the nightlife or splash out on lavish luxuries. Even with major titles and earnings, he chooses a down-to-earth routine. Family events, travel with Joanne and the boys, and a few rounds of golf or poker keep him centered, proof that his success owes as much to a solid home life as to hours on the practice table. The Williams family dynamic. At the heart of Mark Williams's personal life is a foundation of loyalty, humor, and shared experience. The family supports him through every challenge, from tough matches to health setbacks. Joanne often steps in publicly to defend Mark or highlight issues in the sport, showing a unity that extends way beyond snooker. Support at tournaments is a family affair. Home life keeps Mark grounded amid fame. Personal resilience is backed by collective strength. Career achievements and playing style. Mark Williams's place in snooker history comes from both big wins and the way he's played the game for more than 3 decades. Not many players can say they've redefined expectations at every stage of their career, but Williams has done just that through record-setting victories, creative risk-taking, and remarkable consistency. World Championship victories. Williams's 3 World Snooker Championship titles, 2000, 2003, and 2018, showcase his resilience and versatility under the sport's brightest lights. Each win tells its own story. 2000, Williams edged Matthew Stevens 18-16 in a dramatic final. He came back from 13-7 down, closing with calm under pressure. This win locked in his reputation as a comeback specialist. 2003, he defeated Ken Doherty 18-16 with nerves of steel, completing the rare Triple Crown by winning the World, UK, and Masters titles in the same season. Williams's shot-making and tactical discipline shone throughout the event. 2018, at age 43, Williams produced a fairy-tale comeback, holding off John Higgins 18-16. His 3rd title made him the 2nd oldest world champion at the Crucible era and signaled a stunning return to the top after many had counted him out. Triple Crown and major titles. The Triple Crown is one of snooker's toughest feats, winning the World Championship, UK Championship, and Masters. Williams is among the select few who have completed it, joining names like Steve Davis, Stephen Hendry, and Ronnie O'Sullivan. UK Championship wins, 1999 and 2002. Masters win, 1998 and 2003. He's the first left-handed player to claim all 3, a trailblazing milestone. Williams's 2002-03 season stands out. In that span, he won the Triple Crown in a single campaign, a rare achievement matched only by a handful of legends. Signature playing style and innovations. Long potting, Williams makes tough long shots look routine. His accuracy from distance rattles opponents and gives him a mental edge. Unconventional shots, he isn't afraid to try bold angles or creative escapes, often bailing himself out when frames look lost. Cool temperament, rarely rattled, he brings a poker face to the table. Even in the tensest moments, his manner remains calm, something younger players try to copy. His style bridges old-school patience with modern aggression. Williams's technical flexibility means he can grind down a match or play open, fluid snooker as needed, a skill set that has influenced the next generation of players. Longevity and recent highlights. Williams's impact goes far beyond the early 2000s. He keeps winning titles and producing high breaks into his late 40s and now at 50. In fact, he just became the oldest Crucible finalist, defeating Judd Trump in a gripping semifinal. That's proof his game hasn't faded. Even as eyesight issues and health concerns have emerged, Williams adapts. In recent tournaments, he's racked up centuries and outplayed world number ones. Over 600 career century breaks, 3 televised 147 maximums, and ranking inside the top 10 well into his 50s show his remarkable consistency. Outplaying younger stars like Judd Trump at the World Championship. Bouncing back after periods when many thought his best days were behind him. Staying a threat in any draw, thanks to his tactical sharpness and deep knowledge of every snooker scenario. Net worth, endorsements, and business ventures. Mark Williams's financial journey stands as a testament to decades of hard work and grit at the highest level of snooker. Not only has he banked major prize money on the world stage, but he's also built a net worth through a blend of tournament earnings, savvy endorsements, and off-table business initiatives. Let's break down how the Welsh potting machine turned elite skill into long-term financial security. Career earnings and net worth. Williams's career prize money breaks records by itself. As of 2025, he has earned over £8.3 million purely from tournament winnings. That figure ranks him in the sport's all-time top earners, right behind names like Ronnie O'Sullivan and John Higgins. Factor in current runs at the World Championship and his earnings only get higher, with at least £200,000 guaranteed as a finalist this year and up to £500,000 for a title win. His overall net worth sits at around £7.1 million. This sum takes into account not only his official snooker earnings, but also his sponsorship deals, business activity, and media work. Williams's wealth puts him in the upper tier of snooker's rich list, just a notch below the very top echelon but far above most of his peers. Prize money, over £8.3 million as of 2025. Estimated net worth, £7.10 million, £7.2 million. 2025 prize earnings, minimum £200,000 added, up to £500,000 with a third win. Sponsorships and endorsements. Prize money is only part of the financial picture for modern snooker champions. Mark Williams has also benefited from long-standing relationships with equipment brands, table manufacturers, and event sponsors. Being a household name in the sport means top brands want their logo near his cue. Some highlights from his sponsorship portfolio. Snooker equipment endorsements. Williams is regularly featured in campaigns for leading cue and table makers. These deals come with appearance fees, bonuses, and brand partnerships tied to televised events. Tournament and brand partnerships. Big events and Chinese sponsors especially value Williams's status as a three-time world champion. This visibility brings extra cash through promotional work, exhibition matches, and brand ambassador roles. Media work. Williams's sharp wit and honest style make him a natural for pundit and analysis roles, especially around big finals. Media appearances supplement his on-table income and keep his profile high for future endorsements. Business ventures and off-table activities. Williams has never been content to limit his ambitions to the four walls of the snooker hall. Like a handful of top stars, he's invested prize winnings into off-table activities and smart business plays designed to sustain his family's future. Snooker hall ownership. Williams has had a stake in local snooker clubs in Wales. These halls give back to the community, help nurture new talent, and create a steady stream of small business income. Poker participation. Williams regularly enters professional poker tournaments across the UK. Poker gives him another competitive outlet and, depending on the results, offers occasional cash windfalls. Media and exhibition events. When big matches aren't on, Williams is a crowd pleaser at snooker exhibitions and charity challenges. These appearances build his off-table brand and add to his earnings without the wear and tear of full competition. Williams's pragmatic approach means he doesn't take risky ventures just for headlines. He's favored projects that connect back to his love of snooker, benefit his local community, and keep his family secure. Family businesses. Joanne Williams, Mark's wife, is an entrepreneur herself, running a successful travel agency that also benefits from the family's high profile in sport. Lifestyle, health, and legacy. Mark Williams's story goes beyond wins and prize money. His day-to-day life, health struggles, and influence on snooker all play a huge part in what makes him stand out. Even as his eyesight challenges his career, Williams's stubborn drive, sense of humor, and focus on family give real lessons for anyone facing setbacks. Here's a look at how he lives, manages health battles, and shapes the future of snooker with his unique legacy. Day-to-day life away from the spotlight. Williams keeps it real when the cameras switch off. He enjoys quiet routines at home in Wales, where family time and hobbies come first. Despite fame, he's down to earth and sticks to the basics. Breakfast at home with his wife and 3 boys, no fuss, just a simple meal. School runs and cheering on his sons at local sports matches. Evenings spent at the local club, either practicing snooker or catching up with friends over poker or a round of golf. On travel days for tournaments, Williams prefers a low profile. He skips fancy hotels for nearby bed and breakfasts, appreciates a good homemade meal, and values privacy over fanfare. He stays active but doesn't chase headlines. You'll rarely catch him at flashy parties or big celebrity events. Battling health challenges and eyesight issues. Over the past 2 years, Williams has faced a real threat to his career, his eyesight. The decline crept up, and now he sometimes describes himself as half-blind. Everything from the scoreboard to distant shots becomes blurry, forcing him to rely on muscle memory and gut instinct to play. Key facts about his eyesight struggle. His vision loss has been quick. Blurry table details and trouble judging distances are daily hurdles. Glasses turn the blur clear, but wearing them at the table isn't comfortable for long games. He's tried contact lenses, but light glare and discomfort often make them impractical. Surgery is on the table, a lens replacement procedure set for June, but Williams hesitates, nervous about possible risks after hearing bad surgical stories from others. Despite all this, he's still winning and making deep runs in tournaments. Reputation and personality within snooker culture. Among players and fans, Williams is known for wit, grit, and straight talk. He skips drama, avoids trash talk, and backs up every claim with performance. Here's what makes him so respected. Colleagues call him a wily old fox, praising his ability to keep cool under pressure. He's famous for dry humor, a quick joke about playing in a towel tops his list of memorable moments. Younger pros admire how he adapts, shrugging off setbacks with the same deadpan look he wears for easy and hard shots alike. Mark Williams's legacy, inspiring the next generation. Few athletes in any sport show the kind of persistence that Williams brings to snooker. Even as health problems mount, he competes at the highest level, proving it's possible to fight through tough days and keep skills sharp. His impact can be seen in the rise of new Welsh talent inspired by his career. Veterans learning to reinvent themselves to compete with younger players. Casual fans sticking with the sport thanks to his likable, relatable personality. His boys, who look up to their dad both as a role model and as a living reminder that no challenge is too big to work around. Mark Williams's journey shows what steady grit and family support can build. From a modest Welsh upbringing to global snooker fame, he's proven that heart and skill count as much as raw talent. Williams's story is more than numbers on a balance sheet or trophies on a shelf. It's about lasting power, competing at the highest level for decades, balancing fame with a grounded home life, and inspiring others by never backing down from a challenge.